I haven't been talking to you for quite some time. Don't know why, kind of lost the enthusiasm, and I don't know why I've got the enthusiasm back. But my husband and I were just talking recently and thought we'd have a bit of a giggle. Today's quite a good day for us today as well. We're celebrating our anniversary, 21 years of mostly pure joy, to be honest. Yeah, very much been blessed and had a good 21 years together, just over 21 years together. So we're both at home indulging ourselves a little bit. And quite often on a Saturday when I'm doing jobs and tasks, I'm just in jeans and I'm just bored of wearing jeans at home. So I thought I'd make a little bit more of an effort. I'll let you be the judge of whether I actually have. So today I'm going to make pizza dough. We've got the most amazing pizza oven that we bought last year. We used quite a lot, but just backed off a bit again. Yeah, you getting a theme? Need to refresh things a little bit. So gives me a chance to use some of my amazing kitchen tools. And I really like cooking, so I think it's a great way to use them. My Magimix, absolutely loved it. Cost us a fortune, but wouldn't be without it. So I've prepared them earlier because I didn't really want you to have to face my cupboards. But they're not that bad, they're not that shameful, but I thought I'd prepare it a bit earlier. So really easy, and I am not a queen of pizza dough, that's for sure. I'm still kind of learning. So I think if I remember right, everything just goes in. So I always remember that the yeast goes on the side. So I use Easy Bake, but there's also another one, Quick Bake or something like that, which I've never really decided to use. I always use the same one. So anyone out there that can tell me the difference between Alison's that one and Alison's Easy Bake, then just message me. Other yeast products are available, I am sure. So that's in. Then a bit of olive oil. I've had to do a bit of maths today, not my strong point, but I'm halving the recipe, otherwise we're going to be eating pizzas for the next month. So everything goes in and salt's in, that's it. It's not that complicated really, is it? So it's not like I'm making dough. My Magimix is making my dough, and so that's it. So I'm just going to leave you for a few minutes while it does the magic. I'll be back soon. So this is kind of the easy bit. It's all coming together, I think, like it's meant to. I get to have a little bit of an early celebration, and just something I find a little bit more difficult now I'm past 21 is the glasses thing. So I don't really want to be wearing my glasses to talk to you, and I certainly don't need my glasses to talk to my lovely husband, but then if I want to do anything close up, the glasses go back on. However, I have got a fabulous bestie friend who owns one of Specsavers shops, so he has sorted me out lenses. I do wear them sometimes, but again, it's still not easy. So in an ideal world, I wouldn't have glasses or lenses, but being looked after by a professional like Andy Moss is just brilliant. So I'm very blessed. So I'll carry on sipping my drink while I wait for my dough. Hi again. So my dough's had a really nice good beating with my Magimix. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of kneading. Don't judge me. I know I've got nail varnish on. I have washed my hands, but hey. And just so you know, if you're thinking, why is she doing this? Partly because we're a little bit crazy, and partly just for fun, for no other reason than our own entertainment. So if you want to come along for the ride, then that's great. If you don't want to and you've got too much else to do, that's fine too. So I'm going to carry on anyway. So yeah, a bit of stretching and a bit of pulling, and I don't think there's a real technique, but I've been told that the stretching bit's quite important. And I do make quite a lot of bread, less pizza dough, but more bread. And actually, we've not been eating bread so much lately because we've all been trying to watch our weight a little bit. So we've been on a bit of a weight journey between my husband and I. So homemade bread in the cupboard is always dangerous because it's just delicious. But we do try. I don't really buy any processed bread anymore. So yeah, this is really easy. I don't use too much flour because I don't want it to dry out. So yeah, not that I have any tensions today, I don't think. But if I did, this would be a great way to take them out. It's really hard to have tensions when you're sipping a glass of champagne at, I don't know what time it is, must be about 11:30. Maybe a bit later. I'm getting a nod from Mr. M behind the camera lens. So again, I'm going to leave you for a little bit because all I'm going to do is finish beating this up a bit, and then I'm going to cover it and I'm going to put it in my proving oven for, I don't know, half an hour or so. So I'm going to make my sauce in a minute. So if you want to pop back shortly while I make homemade tomato sauce, then fab. See you soon. Hi, back again. So the dough's in the proving oven, which is a Neff proving oven. Never had one before. Really like it. Use that a lot, actually. Now I'm going to make the sauce. I've just used a good food recipe. So another question for all you cooks and chefs out there. I used to buy book after book of recipes, and I actually am quite a bookworm, so I like the feel and just the niceness of buying a book. But to be honest, I so rarely look in recipe books anymore. I did get rid of a lot of my cookery books. I've kept a couple mostly for sentimental, I think. We went to Le Manoir Cat Saison and we bought their recipe book, which was lovely. So that's signed, so I keep that. Yeah, just asking for a friend really. Do you guys use recipe books, or like me, do you go online? The one I'm using today for the sauce is a good food recipe. Pretty straightforward, I think. I'm using fresh tomatoes, although most of the recipes say use tin tomatoes. So you'll see I'm not really I'm not really massive attention to detail. I'm quite what I'd say is a convenient cook. I just like to get it done. So no finesse, sadly, from me, even though I've been cooking for a very long time and love cooking. Always kind of thought I'd like to have a bit more finesse, but I don't. So I'm just going to pop these in. I do have a bigger kitchen than this corner, but head of technology tells me that if I move around the kitchen too much, then the camera can't follow me. So yeah, it's all about the camera. So that's why I am just sticking into this little corner. So as far as I know, the tomatoes all go in. I'm going to stick some garlic cloves in. Recipe says put a couple in, and they're quite big cloves actually. And it is my anniversary, so kind of want to keep a little bit fresh if I can. So I'm just going to peel these and just pop them in, and then I'm going to put them in the oven. And that's it. So I will see you a bit later. Back again. So my tomato sauce is ready. I'm just using my Dualit blendery stick thing. I won't make you suffer the noise, but that just gets all mashed down, and that's lovely. I did put herbs and stuff in it as well, so hopefully that will taste fine. So that'll be ready for later. And then my dough is proved. I don't know what it's proven, but it's proven something. So that can now come out, and then it gets another kneading. Oh, it's really nice and soft. That's a real pleasure. Very tactile. So just knead this down again, and then I'll just put it back in the bowl and it will be ready, I think. And then we'll have pizzas later. So if you're not bored with me, please join me a little bit later once we've fired up the pizza oven, once we've opened the bottle of champagne, and hopefully the sun will still be shining for us. So thanks for spending some time with me, and I will hopefully see you later. Bye.